In this video, I'm going to brief about the blog that was published on 19th of December 2023, which is titled Minimize ETL and Accelerate Analytics with Denodo and Data Virtualization on AWS. So this was published by Felix Liao, Director Product Management, Denodo, Mitesh Shah, Director Cloud GTM Alliances and Product Management, Denodo, Kiran Singh, who is a Senior Partner Solutions Architect from AWS, and Parvinder Singh, Partner Solutions Architect, AWS. So before I go deeper into this blog, let me cover up the services that are specified in this blog so that you will understand. Many of you would already know, but it's better to do a quick relook into what are they. So they are covering about Amazon Redshift, which is a petabyte scalable data warehouse from AWS. Then AWS Lake Formation, which is a centrally governed, secure and shared data for analytics and machine learning. And Amazon Aurora, which is a relational database, which is MySQL and PostgreSQL compliant. The next one is Amazon QuickSight, which is a business intelligence tool. And the next one is Amazon SageMaker, wherein you can build, train, and deploy machine learning models for any use case. The next comes Amazon RDS for Oracle, which typically helps you to run Oracle on Amazon. And finally, S3, which is just object-based storage on AWS. Apart from the AWS services, they also covered about Denodo platform, which helps to do the integration and data virtualization. So without wasting time, let's go deeper into the block and understand what they are talking about, right? So when it comes to the end user data, the data access and the reporting side, when often organizations struggle to integrate data effectively, they would be able to store the data pretty much easily using the services like Amazon Redshift and Lake Formation, and they were able to reduce the overall unit cost of storing the data when compared with traditional on-premises. But from the end user perspective, how it needs to be presented, that's where the real challenge comes in. And what is the problem typically? So nowadays, users often would need more real-time data consumption, and with the ETL pipeline construct, it takes a lot of time. And the studies says it takes almost 80% of overall project efforts goes on with this, right? And the reality is that the most of the organizations have to deal with this complex, heterogeneous data environment. It is not a single thing which they need to deal with. They have to deal with multiple data sources, and it is more of heterogeneous, and it's very tough to build the pipeline and make it available for the end users, and that also would take its own time in terms of ETL. um, so how it's being solved? So it's one of the problem these customers which customers are facing now. AWS released uh, zero ETL future for many of their services. Some couple of announcements also been made. One such announcement was on Amazon Aurora, um, which has got a zero ETL integration with Redshift, and also Redshift's integration for Apache Spark. So they wanted to try and solve this problem, and the zero ETL has been released. You would have heard it from the reInvent 2023 announcements. So in this article, what are they trying to explain? They're going to discuss about how the data virtualization of Denodo platform is going to help organizations to transform the data integration approaches and accelerate their analytics efforts. So that's what they are going to cover. And if you're wondering who is Denodo, they are the AWS specialization partner in the data analytics competency, and it's also the Denodo is also available in marketplace of AWS. So let's dive deep and see what Denodo provides. So if I get into it in detail, if if I need to get into detail, so let me go through this particular architecture, and if I explain, if you could see in the in the bottom line, a lot of data sources are available. That is from like traditional databases, data warehouses, Volap, Hadoop, Kafka streaming, and all those stuffs. And the Denodo comes into picture in constructing a logical data fabric which helps to integrate, manage, and deliver as per the end users' use cases. So, are the basically consumers? Either they would be consuming through Get Data Catalog or SQL or Data as a Service and so on, right? So the Denodo platform and the data virtualization were created from the ground up to facilitate a logical approach to data integration with minimum ETLs and data replications. So by connecting the data sources and data consumers virtually via a logical layer, Denodo helps eliminate the need to move and replicate the data over and over again, right? And from the data consumption perspective, which I explained, end users can easily discover and assess the data from a single point of access, regardless of where the underlying data comes from. They also have a direct access to the real time data and opportunity to develop their own logical data model more easily and quickly, right? And also, the abstraction provided by the data virtualization platform means Denodo can publish and expose the same data via multiple technologies and formats, including SQL with the JDBC or ODBC and Python connectivity and OData or GraphQL APIs. So it's much more pretty simpler, right? And also it has got a native connector with Amazon Redshift as well. Finally, how about the consumption side? As you could see through BI tools, so one of the BI tool from AWS is Amazon's QuickSight, and from the data science perspective, Amazon SageMaker, where you can build, train, and deploy the models, right? So let's now that we understood about the Denodo platform, let us dive deep and see how does it look in terms of AWS architecture, right? So in the combination of AWS plus Denodo platform, if you could see the lake formation sits on S3, the data lake, and you have a data warehouse, Amazon RDS. So Denodo offers the platform offers the fabric, which helps to unify the data and which will be consumed by either through BI tools like QuickSight or for the data science use cases using Amazon SageMaker Studio Lab and much more. Okay, so now that we understood how it's going to, how we can create all those things, right? So that is what is being explained in this area. So what are they saying is using the design studio provided by the Denodo team, as you could see. So you can basically, which is a browser based, you can users can connect to 200 plus data sources via graphical user interface that support multiple authentication mechanisms and protocols. Um, and with the query optimization engine that it provides, you can also optimize the queries which has a connected to the Redshift. And also the Denodo comes with the Presto engine. Let me show you that. Uh, I'm sorry. So let me go back and I'll show you the Presto engine. So basically, it comes with the multiple parallel processing um, feature, which helps you to, you know, the you to query the data lake straight away, and you are able to access the data whichever you need. So if you could go through this area and take a look on what is it all about, how does it work, you would be able to get a fair understanding. So it comes with the Presto engine and you can straight away take an advantage of that, which comes with the MPP. This Presto is an open source project, as you would know. It allows users to manually introspect and import individual data lake files as a relational table views and provides a scalable SQL execution engine that works as a seamless part of the Denodo platform. Okay, and where it goes from there on, right? So this is how it looks like. So from S3 you can straight away query and then you can able to consume, and AWS customers can fully leverage this existing metadata already generated and stored in AWS Glue Data Catalog, right? So next, let's move on further. Now that we understood how it all works, what is next? They are covering. They are covering about how you can build and deliver the logical data model. So that explained through this particular diagram. As you could see in this example, um, they are developing a new sales view by joining the transaction data from S3, stored data from the RDS Oracle, and also customer information from the Salesforce API. Okay, three different data sources. So these logical data models can be developed quickly without any physical movement or replication of data. When necessary, the logical model can be cached intelligently to speed up access and improve query performance. Users have a complete control over things such as join conditions, output columns, and group by logic, all within an easily to use GUI. As well as supporting joining multiple data tables, Denodo can be used to standardize and centralize common data cleansing and feature engineering tasks using its extensive transformation functions. Advanced or power users can take advantage of the standard SQL and procedure languages. So this is how typically it works. Now that we understood how you can create the join without much of effort, let's see how the logical data view can be used within Amazon SageMaker. So as you could see here, using the SQL based queries, and if you could see here, this library is used to connect Denodo via SQL Alchemy, and then they are authenticating, and then they are able to query the items, which can be used for further data science related use cases. Here, there is no need for any ETL pipeline to be constructed, and so on. So now that you understood about how you can construct, let's finally jump into the conclusion. So what are they saying? So how Denodo is helping the customers along with AWS. So Denodo and data virtualization basically minimize the effort wise by 65% in the delivery times over ETL, and with a combination of AWS services, right, like Redshift, it also makes it much more easier for the customers. And how you can try it out, right? They offer free trials, and this is the Forrester study which I was talking about. You can take a look. So they have pinpointed the Forrester study how it's helping out. And if you want to try out, which is a test drive, you can try using the which platform you're trying to do it. So they have for AWS, Azure, and GCP. So you can request for it. And by the way, on AWS Marketplace, so it's also available in a different versions. So like Denodo Professional, which comes with a free trial. This Enterprise and Enterprises Plus is for the big organizations, and the standard one, and yeah, standard one is also available. So if you like to know the difference, as you could see, its Professional is mainly for the entry level subscription, and the standard is mainly for the data virtualization for the entire company. And Enterprise and Enterprise Plus provides a logical data fabric solutions in much advanced levels. And by the way, they have published a lot of case studies. Depends upon your role, you can refer to it and see like which one would be appropriate for you, and you can take a call. By the way, I was talking about the design studio and all other features. If you like to take a demo, if you like to take a look into it, so you can very well key in your business email address here, and you can watch the webinar. So that's it from my end, and I hope this is useful. We'll come back to you by sharing more information through another blog briefing. Till then, I'm signing off, and thank you very much. Looking forward to share you more. Thanks.